start ending up. So when he's like this, I'm in sort of a deep half guard, and it changes the game a lot depending on what he does. So just real quick from the top guy's perspective, I was here. He started to shrimp. I went here. I saw both hands coming. My fight needs to come in behind his wrist and scoop up, or else he's going to do what just happened, and he's going to start playing a different game. And now everything's changed, and I can get swept. And he went from having a great position to where if I don't block his hands, and once he gets my 1 foot trapped, there's a lot of different things he can do. And now I'm in danger of getting swept. So just keep in mind, if this starts, to stay low, because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have him stay a little high on top when we trade places. As long as I'm low, I'm safer. And I can come under his wrist and walk these up and crawl myself up and start chokes or gift wraps. So this time, I'm going to shrimp into him, and I'm going to try and get the top hook in. Let's spin around a little bit. All right, so if I get the top hook in, that's good too, because now I can start lifting. And even if he falls, we'll scramble, but he'll stay up. If he stays up, this is still way better than where we were in butterfly. So your options were head down here. Our first one was blocking, scooting, and capturing a foot. The second time, their weight's not as good. Head still down, elbows still in. This time when I shrimp into him, I'm able to get my top hook in. It really helps even if he tries to kick his leg back and back step, I follow. And now we're here. And you can go back into it like a deep half or something if you wanted to from there for you guys that play it. But either way, if we get here, do it one time where I facilitate and then one time where he facilitates. So if he, go ahead and back step out. Like if I don't follow him, I lost everything. So you need to have sticky hooks. So as he goes, I go, and I want to start bringing that other one in and work for my unders. Okay, so this time you're bringing in the top hook. Turning with him. Okay, you try so hard to stop this that you leave your head up and this hand comes under. So one thing you got to do is keep your head down. Because if he reaches this collar, you're probably done. So we want to concentrate. It's hard to do when you're rolling, is keeping your head down towards the mat so he can't get all the way to this other collar. And some people, I've had different ways shown this. The main thing is elbows tight. Because if he gets under this, then of course we're getting in trouble again. So I'm going to block here, and I'm going to shrimp a little bit, but I'm also going to bring my foot around. And you start ending up in something like a deep half guard, something close to that. But this, what I want you to do is gradually get to here for now. Just get to here. Because you could turn it into a regular half, and he's going to try a knee cut, and you do that game. Yeah. And then we're going to turn into this. You could go back like this. And we're going to work some of that stuff too later, but for right now, I want you to start kind of like this. He's going to, this time the top guy's going to be the good dummy and work at about 30% and I got to remember to keep my head down. And it's so hard. We get like this, and if I do this, even if I'm blocking his foot, go ahead and make your collar grab. So even if I would take his foot down here, he's still going to choke me. So it's really important to do this here and bring our foot back. And how you configure here is up to you. Guys with bigger thighs, this is better for you. The bigger guys are going to be better at doing deep half. But I want you to get here and still protect your neck and arms and start trying to, usually what happens is, yeah, he wants to knee cut and pass here. So I got to continue to turn and try and do this. Okay, but the main thing is I want you to keep your head down and trap that foot. So we're out of technical mount. Just easy part to start with. Same position we went here. Now, if these are failing, and I use this one more, no-gi, is trying to go under. The problem is I'm trapping my own arm, and he could start crucifixes and things like that. So in time with if I'm here, whichever configuration your hands are, when I go under, I need to do a bridge and bump forward, like that way. And now I don't just turn into him, because if I don't clear my elbow, he could also triangle me. Right here. So as I bridge and go here, I need to scoop my hips back out and then turn. So that is the key detail, is coming down this, because if you don't, you will get triangled. So we're here, hands in, head down. I got this under, and you gotta go north. Well, once I get here, I pull myself down, turn. Good. And you can also practice like what he did the first time. If I do this and I don't clear my elbow, he catches my elbow, you're caught in a triangle armbar. Okay? So make sure that second part is you're scooting down before you turn in and block the knee. Good? That's what this a lot is. It depends on if you're comfortable with it. So if everything's kind of failing and we're here, I'm gonna raise my arm up, and they'll always usually, and I'm gonna bait him. I'm gonna start turning in, and I want him to go for an arm bar. So I'm keeping this hand, keep on. That's what I want. I gotta be able to catch his leg right here. And as I'm catching, I'm turning in and clearing. And still right here, see our angle? This is what's important, because a lot of times you'll end up like this. If I stay like this, he's gonna still come back and catch. So I need to take his angle away, square up until I can get my arm free. You'll end up in all kinds of strange positions, and you can do this this happens a lot from back mount too. So as this comes, this has to stop. You know this leg's coming here. And once we get here, if you can grab your gi or hide it, it's fine, but what's important is this. Shooting my hips out, turning back, taking away his angle. Make sure and take away that angle. Same thing from here. If he's got an underhook, I know he's going to armbar this side. Stop. Right? We do this all the time. So it's the same thing from here. None of these things were working, and I wanted to bait him. Here, this is ready. One shrimp under his foot. Get your hip, take away the angle. All right, last one.